Today is absolutely the most important FC25 trading video that you're going to watch today, and the most important that I've uploaded this year by far. There's so much content on the way, so many leaks, so much information, and so many investments that we have to cover, but it's also a very monumental day for the channel itself because for over a decade, I've been called elyyt. It even says it here on this plaque, elyyt. Not the easiest to spell. It wasn't the greatest brand name I chose when playing Call of Duty Black Ops back when I was 11 years old when I decided the name. But now it's called Nitro Gaming, and it fits my other YouTube channels and my club team that I created, Northern Kentucky Nitro. My YouTube channels Nitro Football, Nitro Charged, and now Nitro Gaming, because I do want to start doing content full time, and I've been planning this out for months, and I honestly am super scared to change the name. I'm very, very, very hesitant, but I've done it now, and this is the first ever video. So if you're still with me, let me know down in the comments, and I really, really appreciate your support over the course of the last decade, or even if you just showed up last week. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos. It means the absolute world to me. And before I show you this first investment, I do want to let you guys know it's the final day to get the early bird special for futbin's live trading service. It's 2 weeks for just €5. You can obviously go with the monthly or the early bird annual access as well. These will all be gone by tomorrow, and this is the #1 trading service from the greatest trader of all time. He's made more coins than anybody else in the history of Ultimate Team. And you just get notifications straight to your phone about what to buy, when to buy, how much to buy it, and when to sell. It couldn't get easier than that, and it's €5 right now, but only for like a few more hours. But we have so much to talk about today, so enough of that sappy stuff. Let's hop in to what investments we've made and what is coming, and why do I have all of these Luis Diaz cards on my transfer list right now. So, Lamine Yamal we still have. He's actually recovering in price. I also picked up a couple Zacarias that I'm going to explain why I've picked those up. But we have a couple of leaks to start off today, and the leaked SBC that's on the way could actually be game-changing, and that is going to be Diogo Jota. He's going to get a striker card, maybe could probably play left wing as well. That Jota card, he got an SBC last year. That was very, very good, and this is one of the first big SBCs of the year. We obviously had Haaland, who's super expensive, and then we had that Bayer Leverkusen Spanish guy at center mid. I forget his name, but he was good value. This card is somewhere in between that. I feel like it's going to absolutely change the game because not only is it going to be a card that is already good, but it's also going to have potential to get upgraded because Road to the Knockout is the next promo. And Diogo Jota is a very easily linked card with Liverpool, Prem, Portuguese links. And so Luis Diaz obviously links to that. And we've talked about our complementary links, but we also have all of the leaked cards that are coming in the Road to the Knockouts, including Diogo Jota, of course. But we also have players like Jude Bellingham. We also have players like Ollie Watkins. Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid is going to get one. You have Frimpong, who's going to get one. He's going out of packs here on Friday. Now, remember, Frimpong already links to that SBC for the Bayer Leverkusen center mid, and now he's going out of packs on Friday. He's already been going up in price a lot. We sold him. Do we want to reinvest? It's a topic of discussion for sure. DeMarco, Doku, Seshko, Bentaleb. I actually haven't heard that name in a couple years. Lang, Otamendi, Van de Beek, Godfrey, Posh, and then we're into Europa League with Romero from Spurs. Saint Maximin getting back into the game. He's back involved in the Turkish league, it looks like. Cherki, can't read that name. Coach, Isco, Moise Keane? Is that Moise Keane? Interesting. Diani, Claudio Pina, and Bjorn. So a couple of the women's players there at the end. Karadiatu Diani's card is very, very good. And we'll see if that ends up being affordable. We might trade with some of these. Well, we will trade with some of these, but that's the rttk. And so that's on its way out, and that's why I came to the conclusion of buying Luis Diaz. But that was not the only reason I bought Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, of course, links to Diogo Jota, but so do other cards. So does Van Dijk. So does Konate. So does Szoboszlai, or whoever else is meta on Liverpool. Those cards also link to him, right? So does Bruno Fernandes. Why did we go with Diaz? Well, the reason that we went with Diaz is because Team of the Week 2 is dropping today, and Luis Diaz is going to be in Team of the Week 2. As you can see in the top right, Luis Diaz is getting a +2. He'll be 86 rated in Team of the Week 2. It'll be a good card. It'll be an expensive card, and he's also going to be in Team of the Week with Wirtz, with Son, and Vini Jr. You've also got big players like Rafinha and elyyt, who are definitely not going to be cheap either. And then the rest of them might be a little cheaper. Nico Jackson, I guarantee, won't be discard price, but he's not going to be too expensive. You have Matteo, a right mid from France, maybe an average card right there. Reminds me of like the female Thalvin, probably. But that's going to be the Team of the Week. You have Mukoko. That could be exciting. But Team of the Week's out today at 6 p.m. UK. And so Team of the Week 1 is going out of packs. Team of the Week 2 is coming into packs. Luis Diaz's gold card is going out of packs. And on Friday, probably, maybe Saturday, when this Diogo Jota SBC drops, this Luis Diaz is going to come into demand. So I anticipate that he's going to go up in price. Now, will it be immediately? Probably not. Because if you take a look at, Luis Diaz's price right now, 65,000 coins, I got him for about 61 to 62. So I am in profit range right now. But if you take a look at some of the Team of the Weeks from Team of the Week 1 last year, right? What we'll see on cards like Lamptey or cards like who else? Doku here. Let's take a look at Lamptey first. Is you'll see that when Wednesday came around and he went out of packs right here at 72,000 coins, he had already risen his price, and he didn't actually go up in price right away. He stayed at 70K for a couple more days until the end of the weekend when he started rising again. But when it comes to Team of the Week 2, and you take a look at some of the gold card versions like João Cancelo's card, so this is really comparable to the Luis Diaz gold card, right? Because this card went out of packs on that Wednesday. You can see that it rose in price leading in to that week, and you can probably tell that on Saturday he kind of confirmed he was probably going to get into the Team of the Week, and so people started investing in him. But look what happened on Wednesday. Did he rise that much between Tuesday and Wednesday? No, he really didn't rise that much between Tuesday and Wednesday. So you probably have Wednesday, maybe even Thursday, possibly going down in price for Luis Diaz before this Diogo Jota SBC drops and brings him up. Now, João Cancelo didn't have a Diogo Jota SBC to bring him up in demand. So that's why his card didn't go from 50K to 70,000 coins or anything along those lines. Luis Diaz has that reason to go up. So his supply gets cut off, but his demand rises. So that's a combination for success on an investment. Now, am I saying that you have to go out and get Diaz? No, there are other cards to go with. A lot of you guys like to copy my investments straight up, which is okay. But just understand that, one, you're getting in a few hours after I did, so you're probably not getting the perfect price because I've already bought these cards. I'm trying to help you guys make decisions so that you know what to buy next week, or you know what to buy before the next video. You learn why I'm making these investments for your own sake in the future, rather than just spoon-feeding you cards that you can buy. But if you want to copy them, I will say I think it'll work out, but you can't guarantee. And if we lose coins, we lose them together. All right. At least that's the silver lining to it. If you lose coins, so do I on this Luis Diaz. But hopefully it'll end up being a dub in the end. But there's a couple other cards that I do want to look at when it comes to Team of the Week 1 and Team of the Week 2. If you take a look at out-of-pack investments from Team of the Week 1, I've already got a Lamine Yamal, and let me refresh here and see what the prices are. Okay, so we got Lamine Yamal at 100K. He was like 90 earlier today, so he's gone back up to 100. You have Trinity Rodman, who was at about 140. Now she's at 180. I regret selling her. I had one. I sold it for like 5K profit. Probably could have made a lot more on that card. Gabriel was down at about 42,000 coins. He is now 48,000 coins. But remember about that Tariq Lamptey. Do these cards spike immediately on Wednesday? It didn't seem like that last year. It didn't seem like most of these cards did that last year. If you take a look at Doku's card, that was Team of the Week 1 in FC24, and we can scroll right back to it. It rose up, hit their peak while in packs, and then Doku actually dropped in price on the Wednesday after he went out of packs, dropped on Thursday, and continued to drop after he was out of packs. So maybe a little bit overhyped. Let's take a look at one more of these cards, Karchawi. This card I think went up, but let's make sure. Yes, it did. So this card went up out of packs, but let's see what it did on that Wednesday. As you can see, goes out of packs on Wednesday, drops in price a little bit, actually settles on Friday when the first promo drops, and then it actually started rising into the weekend. It wasn't the peak, though. You had to wait until you got to late October before Karchawi had made you a lot of coins. I don't want to hold a card for that long this early in the game. That's a lot of opportunity cost lost on that. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold cards now. If you have a gold card, do I keep or do I sell? Well, let's take a look at Saliba. He's just the most standard meta card. You know, he's Premier League, he's decent stats, he's French, and he's 83 rated. That was in FC24. Remember, now he's 87 rated. But what did he do when he went out of packs? Or not out of packs, but what did he do when the second team of the week happened? So he rose on the first weekend. Wednesday came along, and he actually kind of dropped for the rest of the year. That's all it was. He peaked on the first weekend, and then he just dropped for the rest of the year. So that's probably what's going to happen to every single 82, 83, 84, 85 rated card that you have, okay? The lower rated cards are going to do this, okay? Let's take a look now at Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son was also in Team of the Week 2 last year, so Heung-min Son might be a good card to look at if we can actually find him. Hold on, there's one right here. Heung-min Son. All right. So we take a look at his card. He's a little bit more meta, a little bit higher rated, a little bit less likely to get packed. So if we take a look at Heung-min Son and his card, you can see that this card, not bad on Wednesday, but it wasn't until Friday of this week before it was time to buy. And then you could have sold on Monday or Tuesday after the weekend. So what it's looking like now is you want to sell any of your low-rated metas. Get rid of them. Sell your Van de Vins, all right? Sell your Marcus Rashfords. Sell your Dokus, okay? Sell every single low-rated card, especially those that aren't going out of packs. Of course, our Luis Diaz here that we have on our transfer list is only 84 rated, but he's going out of packs, so the supply isn't going to affect him nearly as much or at all, right? It'll only be supply that people have from their transfer list or from their clubs right now. So we don't have to worry about the supply off of the packs, which is huge for the next week. And we're not going to hold him past like Monday, probably, or Tuesday. So that's why we have this Luis Diaz. But for any of the cards that are in packs, they're just going to keep getting packed. If they're low rated, they're in too many of the packs, and that's why they drop so quickly. So you don't want to be holding on to a Van de Ven or anybody of that sort of value. If we take a look at the front page of Futbin right now, Camavinga, sell. Joe Gomez, sell. Konate, sell. His card is going extinct right now, but I would still sell for 20K. I think it comes back down. Then you got Marcos Llorente, 15K, sell. Van de Ven, 43K, sell. Frimpong might be different. He's going out of packs, okay? So he might be one of the exceptions as well. Frankie de Jong, he's a little bit higher rated, so a little safer, but is he meta enough? Same thing for Griezmann. We've already traded with both of those cards. Nunez, sell. Upamecano, that card is extinct, so maybe hold on to him. I have a few of him as well. Olise, he's going out of packs. You could keep him as well. So there are some exceptions to it, but most of the cards that are low rated are going to be sells. If you have a lot of coins now that you've liquidated and you're going into this weekend, think about Thursday or Friday when this team drops. Once we get this road to the knockout, this is what we want to see bring down the market. We're going to see gold cards hit a low point like Heung-min Son did last year, and then we're going to buy on Friday and then sell it on like Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. So we're going to liquidate, buy Friday, sell Monday or Tuesday. And that's the plan for the gold cards. So we've got investments to make right now. We've got investments to make on Friday, but let's also take a look at the road to the knockout cards themselves. What do these cards do? It's coming out Friday. We have to be prepared. Do we want to buy on the first day? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these cards because there are two teams and probably will be two teams this year as well. So let's take a look at Team 1, which is what you're looking at right now. If you take a look at Kalulu, and obviously a lot of this depends on how they perform in the matches, but if you take a look at Kalulu's card and what he did, well, he was pretty straightforward. 200,000 coins between Friday, when he was released, all the way to Tuesday. So you had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You had 5 days, pretty much, of him being 200,000 coins. Wednesday rolled around, a little bit lower, and then you saw division rival rewards, which we're going to see on the market here very shortly. It'll be about 20 hours away from when this video drops. So tonight, we're seeing division rival rewards, or if you're in Europe, it'll be in the morning. So 188K, division rival rewards drop, goes down to 137K. That was Thursday. So on this road to the knockout, Team 1, we're looking at Thursday for these investments. Now, Kalulu and Milan, they did well in the road to the knockout. He obviously got a couple of upgrades, and he was obviously maybe a little bit underpriced for how good he was this early in the year. And so he went from 133,000 coins. By mid-October, he was 218. We would have probably sold, if we invested in this card, we would have probably sold right about there. We would have bought Thursday. We would have sold Monday. That's the plan. We're probably not holding this long. We're probably selling on that Monday. But that's what we're seeing from Team 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at maybe a DePaul. Rodrigo DePaul. Let's see what he did. Rodrigo DePaul last year on his card looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Again, Thursday was the low point, so we're not in any rush to buy these cards. Will we flip on day one? Absolutely. But will we hold until Monday after buying on the first day of release? No. We're never going to buy these promo cards on the first day of release unless there is a very specific outlier scenario. This 194K on Thursday was great because, as you can see, by Monday he was 241. Bought at 194, sell at 241. For him as well, if you held till mid-October, late October, making a lot more coins, but we're not going to do that. We're going to sell there. And then let's go ahead and take a look at one more, just for good measure. Let's look at Dodo. He's one of the Europa League Conference players from last year. This card, another good one out of packs, but hit his low point on he hit his low point on Friday, it looks like. So Thursday he was 60K, Friday he was 53, but still rose from, let's say, 60, from 60 to 80 between Thursday and Monday. And if you bought on Friday, then even more. But it looks like Thursday to Monday is the plan for a lot of these cards. Then you had Team 2 roll around. So this is Team 2 of the, or was this Team 1? Hold on. Let me make sure. This is 2. Okay. João Pedro. We'll take a look at him. He was one of the cards that another one did well out of packs. You're going to see this a lot from dynamic cards. All right, cards that aren't dynamic, which means that they can't get upgraded, aren't going to rise as much out of packs. The ones that rise a lot out of packs are dynamic. So this card wasn't 89 when he was in packs, but after a few upgrades with Brighton, then he went up. So let's go ahead and take a look. While he was in packs, had a weird spike in the midweek, maybe because of what would have been Europa League game. But Thursday, 262K, and then by Monday, 315. But he just kept going. Wow. So that's pretty consistent. For Team 2, it's probably going to be the same exact thing. Anyways, guys, that was a lot to cover. We talked about a lot of investments in a short amount of time. So hopefully it helped you out a little bit. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and comment the secret word pineapple down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.